Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with our assassin on Hossie Silverclaw, and today we've come back to the Sanctuary to tell Astrid about what Mortieri wants us to do.
You're back. Good. Alright, so, did you meet this Mortier? What did he want?
Not gonna sugarcoat it, Astrid. He wants us to kill the Emperor of Tamriel.
You're joking.
This'll explain.
What's this?
Well, like I said, that'll explain it, and the amulet's to pay for the job.
By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel's Septim, and that was 200 years ago.
Well, as to that, play Oblivion if you want to learn more about the assassination of the Emperor of Tamriel 200 years ago. It was not the Dark Brotherhood, but that does happen in the game Oblivion. And I doubt the Night Mother would misdirect us.
No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Mortier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us...
I take it we're gonna do it?
You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet.
So, what's on your mind, Astrid?
I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften. Give me the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted.
Okay. Now, I always found it odd that she describes him as a fence when he's not a fence. He's a thief, but he's not a fence. As you all know from the Thieves Guild, Delvin Mallory is a ranking officer in the guild. The fence for that guild would have been Tanilla. I don't understand why we didn't bring the amulet directly to her. But whatever, I will meet you guys down in the Ratway Thieves Guild. If you need help getting there, I did an entire LP when I went there dozens of times, and this character follows after that LP, so I figured you've already watched it. Alright everyone, here we are, inside the Ragged Flagon, where we're going to meet with Delvin.
Something you need? Anything for the guild?
Well, thank you, but I'm not here on behalf of this guild.
Something you need? Anything for the guild?
You just said that. And I'm here on Dark Brotherhood business.
Oh, I see. Well, you're making friends all over, ain't ya? So, how's Astrid doing these days? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up. Ah, but business, of course. What kind of business?
Well, I got this amulet, Delvin. I need you to tell me what it's worth and what I'm holding.
Let's see. Where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member. Worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you better believe.
Are you gonna buy the damn thing or not, Delv?
Buy it? This? An Elder Council amulet? Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Oh, wait just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress. With my regards.
Okay, thank you. So yeah,
Our guild master graces me with a visit. What can I do for you?
I'm actually wearing a different color now if you can't tell. But I'll talk to you later, Vex. By the way,
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
something else I want to show you guys while we're in the guild hall. Now what you're about to see does not happen until you become the guild master, from what I can tell. Alright, so we're here in the cistern, the main chunk of the guild hall. And if you look, where is it? There it is. If you look over here, yeah, they put a statue of Nocturnal in the guild hall with a nightingale symbol on it. You can use it to remove diseases, and it'll give you a stealth bonus for 7 in-game hours. It's just like a Shrine of the Gods, except it's for a Daedra. To my knowledge, it's the only Daedra shrine that does that in the game. I like it. I think it's a nice addition to the guild hall. But, you know, that's just me, so, Anyway, I'll meet you guys back at the guild hall, the Dark Brotherhood guild hall, and we'll talk to Astrid. Alright, here we are inside the Dark Brotherhood guild hall. And let's give Astrid that witch, shall we?
Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic?
As a matter of fact, it is, and it's made from members of the Elder Council. And here comes one of my favorite references in the game.
The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet?
Now, if you've played Oblivion's Dark Brotherhood, you might recognize what she just said, Modieri, you naughty, naughty boy. That is a very clear reference to a very specific quest in Oblivion. That said, I'm not going to talk about it further because it would be very spoilerish. Play the game yourself, or I might one day LP it, but it won't be anything in the near future. And yes, he bought the amulet. Here's the letter of credit you told me I would receive.
Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding.
I'm going to a wedding. Astrid, aren't you already married?
Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh yes, you've got to kill the bride. At her wedding. And they say romance is dead.
I can't take any more puns. Who am I killing, exactly?
Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride.
Will do. Right then.
Represent us well, sister.
Kill well and often. So, a few things I want to go over about what we just did, okay? There's some dialogue changes that are very specific. If you're a member of the Thieves Guild, but not the Guild Master, you get different dialogue from Delvin. If you're not a member of the Thieves Guild, you'll get a different dialogue from Delvin. If you read the letter that Modiari gave us before giving it to Astrid, she'd insult you and say your work is sloppy because, you know, I'm a subordinate, I'm not supposed to read the letter. So, I mean, it'll play out the same no matter what. It'll always turn out that we're going to the wedding at the end. But, just wanted to make note of that. So, we got a wedding to go to here in Solitude. So I'll meet you guys at Solitude to, murder the bride. Alright, here we are in Solitude, everyone. Now, our wedding's gonna be up there, which is fine. So, let's go ahead and head in, shall we? Now, you remember about, actually, one video ago. Wow, that's a lot of guards. I don't like that.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Anyway, if you go past all these many guards and come over here, here we have our wedding reception. Somebody's running late.
know its people. You're from Cyrodiil. You know nothing about us. Nothing!
Oh, I know enough. I know those trouble-making Stormcloaks refuse to submit to Imperial authority. Such seditious behavior. Why, it's treason.
And when the elves marched into your beloved Cyrodiil, and everyone took up arms against them, wasn't that treason? Against the Dominion, huh?
Why, that's not the same thing at all. The Dominion were invaders, conquerors. We had to fight them to preserve our own way of life.
My point exactly.
Actually, I agree with the old woman.
I'm so glad Vittoria and Asgeir chose a public reception. That way the entire city can share in their holy bond.
Marvelous. Yeah, okay, just be quiet for a second so I can talk about what I wanted to say. That conversation they just had, I agree with the old woman, because, you see, Skyrim is under the authority of the Empire. Their kings and jarls and whatnot have already sworn oaths to serve the Emperor of Tamriel. The difference being, the Dominion was an invader. There's no oath to serve them. They are taking the oath by force. And that is why I do actually support her claim that it was completely different. I agree is what I'm getting at. I don't quite have the sneak I need. So, the bride, kind of an idiot. Let me make a point here.
What an amazing day this has been. I hope you've been enjoying the festivities. I'm just so overwhelmed. Such kindness for me.
Now, remember how I said that none of these kills have anything to do with the war? Well, that's still true, but you can kind of play like it does. You can announce that the kill was based on one of the two factions at war here. Which is funny because she's an Imperial, he's a Nord, she served the Empire, he, I assume, also served the Empire, but because it's a Nord Imperial wedding, there might be some bad blood. So, the Stormcloaks say hello.
Oh, well, you tell your Stormcloak friends hello right back at them. This is a day of healing. Legion, Stormcloaks, all are welcome here.
Not very bright, is she?
Vittoria may be pretty, but does she have the right hips for the job? I want grandchildren, and lots of them.
I'll give her some grandchildren. If he's not up to the task, I'll do it.
My little boy is married, and to an Imperial. They grow up.
Long as I stay out of the way, the gods don't seem to care about me being here.
Dude, it's like the only chance you're gonna get for a meal in years. Take some of those tomatoes and bread with you. Anyway, there's several ways we can handle this kill. This is how I do it.
This wedding is boring. I wish they had jugglers.
Well, you don't get jugglers, kid. Alright, I go into the Temple of Divine here.
True what they say about you and the Dark Brotherhood? Is it? I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
I wasn't here.
Been
Got
a murder
it?
over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
Oh yeah, they're sobbing big tears right now. Anyway, you come up here, you go to this door, and you exit here. Alright, once you're out here, keep in mind we're not trespassing, this is a public wedding, but it's gonna get hairy in a minute. Now, the goal should be to kill them while they address the crowd. We can do that by dropping this gargoyle statue on them as they're talking, well, you know, to the crowd. I say wait right here because it gives you that little arch here to protect you from sight. It's important no one sees you when you drop the gargoyle head. This is also much easier at night, but I figured I'd do it during the day for more challenge. Don't mind the fact I keep getting detected, it doesn't matter yet. It won't matter until they announce the crowd. I'm gonna wait an hour to try and get that to happen. Yep, here they go.
Good friends and neighbors.
Okay, I need to pause this to tell you what I'm gonna do, because I have to do it very quickly. Remember last video, I told you to pick up that potion of brief invisibility? This is what we're saving it for. If we do everything right, we're gonna walk out of here without a bounty, and no one's gonna know that we are the murderer. You just gotta time it really carefully. So here we go. She's talking, we drop the gargoyle head.
It's time to think.
Head's dropped. Immediately go to your potions while it's, like, immediately go to your potion and take that invisibility potion right there, check.
For being here.
Now we get out.
What was that?
Victoria! No! Do something!
See? We're invisible. We've got about 5-6 seconds of
The bride has been murdered.
pure stealth to get out of here. Notice how the guards have all gone aggro because everybody's freaking out. we're not going that way. Before the potion wears off, we need to get down this level. Alright, now we're visible again, but we're outside now. Well, rather we're a lot farther away from we're far enough from the wedding to be safe now. So you can drop here, snake out around here, and then you can stand up and walk normally. You've now gotten far enough away from the murder that no one can tie it to you. Proof of concept that we don't have a bounty and I'm not just going to fudge it off screen. I can show you under the crime tab. Hey, come on. My largest bounty is 4, lifetime bounty is 6. Current bounty, I know it says current somewhere. Should. I thought it did. Huh. Well, that's odd. Did it say somewhere else? I was almost sure it did. Okay, I don't know. Well, take my word for it, we don't have a bounty then. I could have sworn there was a way to check that, but I guess I'm wrong? But yeah, we just murdered somebody. If we had been seen, our bounty would not be 4 or 6. We don't have a bounty. We got away with it. Okay, then. So, I mean, we could walk back, but we are well out of range. I'm just going to fast travel. Last we know, the job is done. Dum dum diddy diddy dum 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 diddy diddy dum. Best wedding song ever. Hi, Astrid.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin, butchered at her own wedding. Well done. Let's see His Eminence try to ignore this.
Indeed, the blushing bride serves Sisyphus in the void.
With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor. And now your reward. A unique spell to summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Ah, and of course, a bonus for killing Vici while she addressed her guests as instructed. Gold. Simple and pure. Spend it as you will. Now then, time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.
Well, we'll be speaking with Gabriella next time. We'll be checking out the Spectral Assassin Summon next time. For now, I just want to talk to another member of the Brotherhood, because we meet one a day. And that will be that. I'm thinking today I'm feeling like talking to a lizard. Where is that lizard? Oh, that's right. He's not here right now. He's at the wedding. Okay, you remember how I got out by going invisible and running out the back door? Well, sneaking off the side of the cliff there? Excuse me. Well, if you had killed him in a way that started a fight, then the Argonian who sits right here would have shown up to help you escape. He would have, like, helped you fight the guards. Because I did it stealthily, the fight never escalated and he never would have joined up. But he's still not going to be back for another mission because he has to travel back from Solitude. So who else can I meet? Have I met Nazir, I met Arnbjorn. I'm thinking here. Did I met with Gabriella. What about the Unchild? Where's the vampire? Oh, no, Festus works.
Nobody ever expects a fireball from the darkened court.
We haven't met with Festus yet, so let's talk to him, shall we?
Talk to Babette about potions. She's the creepy little girl. Can't miss her.
Can't miss a creepy little girl, no. So, Festus, what can you tell me about yourself?
I like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You could see how painful that would have been for Mother. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ah! When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. Oh, but soon after, I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School.
I see. So, you're a psychopath. You're an old man who spent his whole life as a nut job blowing shit up and burning things down. He's a pyro and a mass murderer. Gotcha.
Until next time, sister.
That's Crestus for you. So our next task will be with Gabriella here, but we'll talk to her next time. For now, one other thing I wanted to go over, then we're going to end the video. No lore topic today, I had too much to say, and I don't feel like trying to cram one at the end. Oh, he is back. Well, there's our lizard friend. Yeah, one last thing I wanted to go over. There's another message for killing at the wedding that's really fun. I think it has a lot of flair to it, so I'm going to discuss it with you, even though I'm not going to demonstrate it. Now, you guys know that I am a member of the Thieves Guild. I'm the Guild Master. Well, you remember the blessing we took, right? It should be under my... Yeah, it should be under powers. Yep, okay. People and creatures in the spell's area of effect will attack anyone nearby for 30 seconds, right? The one I have, actually. If you are to stand at the back of the wedding room, through the door we went in to go upstairs, just stand by that door, you can actually, throw a spell up at them while they're giving the announcement to hit him and his wife with that spell, and the husband will actually pull out a knife, stab his wife to death on the balcony, and if you're lucky, she'll actually like fall off the balcony and splatter blood everywhere. It's really funny. It's freaking hilarious. But you'll get the bonus for killing them while she's announcing to the crowd, and you'll have the poetic irony that her beloved husband stabbed her repeatedly in the stomach and then threw her off a balcony. I mean, it's got so much flair to that kill that I had to talk about it. The best part is, you don't get a bounty for that because technically the husband killed her. Then like half the guards in the city will rush up to the balcony and stab the husband repeatedly with long swords until he dies. It's just so funny to watch. I actually did not ever think of that on my own. But by the way, this the time on this, basically it never goes away on its own. We'll worry about that later. But yeah, it's so funny that I actually tried it out off screen and laughed my ass off. But also it's harder to mimic, so I chose the method I originally planned, where I dropped the monument on the gargoyle thing. I drop it on her head. But if you have the Nightingale subterfuge and you're on this quest, give that a shot. It is really funny. But that'll be all for today. So for now, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, here with our character Anhasi Silverclaw, and we hope you enjoyed murdering a bride at her wedding in the name of the Stormcloak army. Because fuck the Stormcloaks. Have a good one.